It is great to see you all again at Wealthy Coins. This leak has officially validated the Shiba Inu bull run. Updates on SHIB today. While the Shiba Inu community is understandably delighted with SHIB's January performance, a feeling of market uncertainty has resurfaced as the month draws to a close. The market's performance in February in particular has reintroduced a feeling of anxiety as the month winds down. For Shiba Inu investors, the most important event coming up is the FOMC meeting. Shiba Inu holders can have a better grasp of how the FOMC meeting impacts their portfolio by having a solid grasp of what the meeting entails. The major highlight of the meetings, which take place every 3 weeks, is the revision of the federal fund rate. The latter represents the interest rate at which the Federal Reserve lends money to banks. In light of the recent release, we will discuss the Shiba Inu bull run in this video. Breaking news from SHIB today. To view our most recent videos, please subscribe, share, and give us a big thumbs up. We will start the video without further ado. The federal fund rate is a tool for economic stability that the Federal Reserve employs. With a lower rate, borrowing money becomes more affordable, which improves liquidity and creates a more favorable environment for investment. Conversely, borrowing money becomes less attractive and investment becomes less likely. As a component of its quantitative tightening strategy to control inflation, the Federal Reserve raised the federal fund rate during most of 2022. Following the most recent FOMC meeting, Shiba Inu and the market as a whole saw a positive increase. This is due to the fact that last month the Federal Reserve announced an increase in interest rates of 0.75%, or 75 basis points. But this month they only announced a 0.5 basis points, or 50 basis points. Since the FFR was lower, investors thought the Fed was backing off its aggressive rate hike plans. Along with this came news that the Fed's fight against inflation was successful. On January 31 and February 1st, the FOMC will hold its next meeting. The Federal Reserve is rumored to be planning a 25 basis point increase to the FFR. If this is accurate, it might lend credence to positive sentiment, which might lead to fresh buying pressure for SHIB. If this were to happen, it would break through the $0.0000123 level of resistance that has been there for the past many days. Assuming a rally materializes, Shiba Inu investors can anticipate a price gain of up to 14%, reaching the subsequent Fibonacci. Shiba Inus might occur if the rate hike is much larger, as it might fool investors. It might fall back to 0.0000123, which is near or below its 200-day moving average, if a 10% or larger pullback occurs. There are occasions when market reactions occur prior to the actual release of the FOMC minutes. People in powerful positions may be aware of the Federal Reserve's rate decision ahead of time, according to certain theories. This means that some market players may have special access that gives them an advantage when making decisions. Curiously, there was a small increase in Shiba Inu's weighted mood index over the past 2 days. This could indicate that market optimism is on the rise again. Now that estimates are trending towards a 25 basis point raise, this does not necessarily mean that investors predict another surge. Marginally over the past several days, it's possible that another surge is around the corner. This is due to the fact that this week's trading activity could be influenced by the FOMC data. The results of exchange flows are also indicative of this. In recent days, there has been a marked decline in the supply on exchanges, although the situation is exactly reversed when looking at supply outside of exchanges. A bearish pivot might yet happen at any moment, particularly if the FOMC opts for a more substantial rate hike than expected. There will probably be more directional momentum now that the official data is out. Investors and traders in SHIBs can profit from the next trend, which will provide chances for short-term gains to the future of many investors' favorite equities. The tech-heavy Nasdaq led the markets higher this week, continuing the positive atmosphere that began 2023 on Wall Street. Final week results showed gains of 4.32% for the Nasdaq, 1.81% for the Dow Industrials, and 2.47% for the S&P 500. The U.S. Department of Commerce announced on Thursday that GDP increased 2.9% in the fourth quarter, which was more than the 2.6% gain that economists had predicted. 5% gain in November and below economist projections of a 5.5% gain. The personal consumption expenditures price index climbed 5% in December, according to Friday's report by the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Cryptocurrencies that are popular among memes include SHIB and Doge, originally developed for use in the Shiba Inu project. The Ethereum-based SHIB coin has grown in popularity since its launch. You should think of both of them as high-risk investments due to their extremely volatile prices. One of the first meme coins, Dogecoin, has been around for a long time. Of speculative investments and sudden price declines causes huge rallies on a regular basis. One such rival that has been around since 2020 is the Shiba Inu coin. A spoof of Dogecoin is what this is being marketed as. The value of Shiba Inu has increased at a faster rate than Dogecoin has. This is understandable given that the initiative is in its infancy. Because of this, the risk outweighs the possible gain. The Shiba Inu might have been another meme currency that bombed or had a very small price increase. Compared to Dogecoin in 2023, Shiba Inu coin carries a greater risk, but also offers a greater potential profit. The Shiba Inu might be a more prudent Dogecoin choice than the meme coins, which are thought to be highly dangerous investments. Affirms that tokens based on memes featuring Doge, some of the most decentralized digital assets available today include Dogecoin, Doge, and Shiba Inu. The company's chief investment officer, Justin Bonds, informs his Twitter followers that Doge and SHIB are two of the 32 supposedly decentralized cryptocurrencies among the only 32 of the 50 most popular coins may be considered truly decentralized. Despite the fact that decentralization is not a fixed concept, but rather a spectrum, we can still answer yes or no. Remember that what is true in theory may not hold in reality. After a strong start to the new year, the price of Shiba Inus is beginning to cool down. With a 60% increase in the value of digital doc coins since January 1st, the Shiba Inu price has forged a new narrative. 2% in the past 24 hours, trading at $0.00. The Shiba Inu may still have a lot of room to grow in the next few months. The release of Shibarium has the potential to pique more people's interest in Shiba Inus. The new Layer 2 blockchains promise many improvements, such as faster transactions, more scalability, and less overall transaction costs. Additionally, Shibarium may allow for the burning of billions of tokens. Cryptocurrencies are subject to the same rules of supply and demand as any other product. An increase in price is possible if demand remains constant and the supply of Shibarium tokens is drastically reduced. Finbold reports that Shibarium remained popular last year as it was the third most viewed cryptocurrency. Nonetheless, the reason behind Binance's decision to delete the coin remains unknown. It has been suggested that Shiba's low liquidity could be the cause. Regardless, Binance is still quite concerned about other matters. There was a surge in concern over the exchange's viability when it withdrew from a last-minute deal to rescue FTX. Has announced massive hiring, which means that they are dedicated to expanding the business despite the fact that this is causing some controversy among investors. So, concludes today's activities. To view our most recent videos, please subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up.